Dr. Flo. That's not what I heard, but that's what I know for myself and for all of you. I'm here today to do a sacral chakra recap. The theme of this week is all about finding love in our personal storms. It's week 21 of the year, week 21 out of 52, and for the next 4 weeks, we're going to be centering inner peace and resilience. And it's a wonderful thing to know when you have resilience in your life. Each day focuses on a different chakra. Of course, I'm doing the recap today of the solar plexus chakra. That's all about what we do in the world. Mantra, I do. Power in the pocket. Today's storm we're going to focus on is helplessness, a loss in confidence, and also blame spirals that go nowhere. Okay? So I'm going to focus on day 3's storm, all about power in the pocket. And as we share today, think about your personal storms that you may have of helplessness, a loss in your confidence, and also the blame spirals that can happen both inside of yourself but also as it pertains to other people. Now, to ground yourself in a storm of helplessness, a loss of confidence, and blame spirals, you can do this grounding exercise. You can do a power pose, such as your hands on your hips with your feet wide, and just take 4 fierce lion breath exhales. That will help you ground. Now, some of you are going to think that's ridiculous. Your power pose with your 4 fierce lion breath exhales. Today's teaching is that you want to reframe all of the challenges in your life as training weights for your soul. No matter how many times that I've been rejected by casting directors or agencies or audiences or friends or family, it's important that I see all of those challenging moments as training weights from the soul. Like the heavier the challenge, the stronger your soul muscle is going to get. And child, I've been canceled by everybody. I've been canceled by my mama. I've been canceled by agencies. I've been canceled by friends. I've been canceled before. And there is a resiliency that happens in you when you realize that even though everybody else might cancel you, you will never cancel yourself. And I speak from experience as a person who for 30 years tried to cancel myself, meaning that I tried to unalive off and on, and I didn't want to be on the planet because I'm like, yo, if the people closest to me don't believe in me, then surely I must not be worth a damn. Not true. People are carrying around like really heavy thoughts and emotions. People have heavy people around them that makes their lives overwhelming. And so they may not be rejecting you, they may be just rejecting your presence in their lives because they can't take on more. It's okay. Nothing is personal. A gentleman on Clubhouse earlier in the day was talking about attachments versus connections. Powerful teaching. Because my arm is attached to me, if you set it on fire, that's a problem for me because my arm is attached. This is how he taught it. Because my arm is attached, if you set my arm on fire, it's going to be a problem. But if I, through some power of the imagination, was connected to my arm, if you set it on fire, then I would be able to detach my arm. It wouldn't harm the soul of me or the nucleus of me as much. Because it's connected to me. People are connected to me, but not attached to me. If they're attached to you, if the garage is attached to the house, and it sets on fire, because it's attached, the whole thing's going to go up. If you have a detached garage and it, like the housing quarters behind that plantation that just recently burned down, it was not attached, so there was no harm caused. And you have to learn in your life how to detach from the moment, from the situation, from the individual, from the environment. Just detach, because being connected, which of course is me teaching it in a weird way, but being completely attached to any type of outcome or challenge or even win can get heavy for you. But don't worry about being counseled. Don't worry about being rejected. I've survived tons of rejection and will survive more. It's important that you remember that this is a training for your soul. Here's an affirmation that might help you today. I claim my inner power and act from love. You claim your inner power and act from love. I claim my inner power and act from love. You claim your inner power and act from love. Here's an action you can take to recap our solar plexus day. Identify one micro win that you can complete in 10 minutes. It could be an email, it could be a stretch, it could be you tidying your space. Just identify one micro win, not a major win, not you winning the lottery, not you finding that man in Barbados, none of that. What's one micro win that you can complete in 10 minutes? Once again, here's some ideas. It could be an email, it could be a stretch, it could be a sketch, it could be tidying your space. But finish it today to prove to yourself that you have momentum to make your life pop. Hope you enjoyed today's solar plexus chakra recap. I'm Dr. Flo, always telling you never what I heard, but what I know. What I know is that you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable. You're going to be that way for the rest of your life. Thank you to Tara Olo Studio, who covers the days that I cannot. Thank you to Poppy Water for the inspiration to keep this organization floating. And thank you to you, Flo, for showing up. Remember, folks, you don't have to dwell in the storm of helplessness, lost confidence, or blame spirals. You can ground yourself, you can claim your inner power, and you can win in the next 10 minutes. Stay in your power, stay in your joy, stay loved and lovable, and I'll see you in a few minutes for Throat Chakra Thursday.